Okay, so after much pressure from Nigerians and after Pastor Adeboye publicly denied his involvement in his arrest, Olumide Ogunsanwo, aka Seaking, has finally been released. Shortly afterwards, an official statement from the RCCG was released. And I will read. Clarification on the ongoing investigation regarding Olumide Ogunsanwo Seaking. This is RCCG official statement. There has been a video in circulation calling for the release of Olumide Ogunsanwo, aka Seaking, by Pastor Adeboye Enoch Adejare. However, it is important to note that the earlier videos containing potentially defamatory statements had not been thoroughly examined. Upon careful review of the concerns raised regarding certain statements and allegations, it has become necessary to allow the law to take its course. It is important to properly understand Pastor Adeboye's statement during the Holy Ghost service night as on Sunday regarding Olumide Ogunsanwo. The church does not intend to interfere with the ongoing police investigation, especially as there is an official complaint filed by the concerned Christian Youth Forum against Olumide Ogunsanwo Seaking and others on behalf of the fathers of faith, including Pastor Adeboye. Therefore, we trust that the relevant authorities will carry on and carry out their investigations professionally and reach a just conclusion based on the law. While Pastor Adeboye maintains a heart of love and reconciliation, due process must be followed. We also caution against cyberbullying and inappropriate commentary regarding Pastor Enoch Adeboye, the RCCG, and the body of Christ at large. Furthermore, the church encourages respectful discourse and will continue to promote culture of honor while discouraging defamatory and disrespectful statements. Respect for spiritual leaders is a deeply held value in our faith and culture. We encourage all to engage in constructive and respectful discussions, honoring those who have labored in the faith. Signed, Public Relations Unit of the RCCG worldwide. Hello and welcome to Direct on the Spot, the show where we hit it hard and hot on matters of concern that shape and affect our daily lives. I'm your host, Chinedu, and as always, we say no to every form of discrimination and disrespect. We say the truth without fear or favor, and we are always 100% on target. This is an update to my earlier video on this whole drama between Seaking and Pastor Enoch Adeboye. Earlier on, if you watched our earlier video, you would have seen where we gave you the details on what happened between the two, how Seaking came out and was ranting, calling on Pastor Adeboye, dragging him through the gutter, through the mud, and along the line, a group in the church came out to sue Seaking, and the police had him arrested and detained for a while, leading to Adeboye coming out to debunk any news that he was the one that directly arrested him, but it was his children who did it, calling for his release. Now, coming out with these statements now, after the release of Seaking, this is about, playing it strong. The church wants to play it strong that though we have released this guy, let it not be as if we are on a weak pedestal. Let it be as if, let you know that you can't just come out and drag our pastor to the mud. We're not going to take it. And even releasing you does not mean that you should go back and continue what you are doing, because we are watching and you are still under investigation for this. So the church is trying to play it strong. They're not taking this matter lightly at all, because religion is very important to people's lives. I believe that it's good we as human beings respect people's religion, because people live and breathe religion, Also, what's the role of Sowore in all this? Because anytime this boy is released, Sowore is always at the corner, ready to pick him up, defending him, and and also stand by him anyway. Leading to me to ask, Sowore also came out to saying on his Twitter handle that he personally signed this boy's bail release. And I want to ask myself, how possible is someone who is also on bail himself, someone whose passport is, in court, and somebody who is facing multiple charges himself, being credible enough to sign a bail in this country? Our laws should be strong enough to make sure that people who are standing multiple trial, people who also are on serious, trials, and their passports are seized and are having issues with themselves and the laws, should not be allowed to sign, bail. Lots of people would have signed that bail for that boy, not Sowore. Sowore is also, I don't think, except I'm corrected, I don't think it's proper for him to sign that bill. But be that as it may, he's a Nigerian and he has every right. If he's not breaking any law, I don't see anything wrong in that. I don't see anything wrong in also this boy associating with Sowore also, because Sowore is a human being and has a right of association. My only problem is, why now? Why suddenly? Why all of a sudden this boy attacks the government? This boy attacks people on social media, uncouth, and Sowore comes out to defend him. Is Sowore saying that he doesn't have respect for elders like Adeboyes? At least, you can criticize Adeboyes, but I don't think Adeboyes is our problem. I've always said that. Adeboyes is not our problem in this country. That he did not come out to protest during Tinubu's regime, it is discretion. We can't hold him responsible for that. It is discretion. Adeboyes is not afraid of Tinubu. He can talk to Tinubu because Tinubu is his personal person. I've watched pictures, I've seen pictures of them having, look at one picture on your screen right now, of them having, dinner with his wife. And this is a private moment. So he respects Tinubu enough to give him that respect, to treat him privately. So I don't see any reason why Adeboyes should be dragged all the time for not speaking up like that. There are a lot of people in this country that don't speak up, and I don't think that is a crime anywhere. Morally, you might question it and say, okay, you would have talked now, why not talking now? But if they don't do it, I don't think our voices are small enough. As a people, we can come together. Nothing stops us from coming out and say, this is what is wrong and what is wrong. Very Dark Man is on his own platform doing these things. Lots of people are on their own platform, on social media here and there, speaking up to power. There is Aisha Yesufu speaking up to power. We have David Hondeyin on social media here, speaking up to power. Even among the APC, there are people in the APC who still scrutinize their party every day, trying to make sure that, the party does better. And we have opposition party here, we have PDP, we have Labour Party, we have NNPP. What are they doing? What are they doing? It is even in the absence of this opposition that makes some youths to pick up their phones and start, venting, because we do not have people like that who are speaking up for the common man again. So I would say that, yes, it's a welcome to development to release this poor boy. Let him go back to his family and his wife. Stop arresting this boy. RCCG, please. I think it's time for people to just face the church and leave these youths. They are not happy. They are not happy. You understand? I think the best you could do is to call this boy and talk with him, counsel him, and see his problems, and see if you can solve it and get him off, off your necks. So, this is my take. And this is me just being on the spot. Should all the charges against Seaking, Olumide Ogunsanwo be dropped? Yes. I think all the charges need to be dropped because most of them bother about free speech. You could argue and say, what you say, cyberbullying and this and this and this. If we keep arresting people in this country, I will say it. We will arrest everybody. So the best thing for us to do is ignore and move forward. If you're doing the right thing, people will support you. If it's propaganda, you find your own propaganda. Find people who can also speak for you, and they will speak for you. Counter all the things people are saying. Let's build an economy, a country where people are not afraid to speak. Let's build a country where people are not afraid to say their minds. It's very, very important. So, all the charges should be dropped. Also, should Seaking, Olumide Ogunsanwo, should he apologize to RCCG and Adeboyes? Yes, I think and I want Seaking to please, wherever you are listening, look at my face. Go to RCCG and apologize. You must not be a Christian to respect other people's God or other people's men of God. you are disrespecting RCCG and Adeboye. You are disrespecting millions of people around the world who see him as their spiritual leader. So please, it's very important that you show respect. In your fight, you are fighting for these same people. You are fighting for them. So why can't you also, can't take it easy and show respect? You can still challenge Adeboye. You can still talk to him, but not that manner I saw in that video. So please, you need to go and apologize to this man and really, really apologize to the church. Be it written, be it physically, you need to do it, and you do it immediately. So do I think Sowore should have signed that bail bond, that bail document? Big no. Sowore is on bail himself. His passport has been taken by the court. I don't think he is fit enough. I don't think he is legal enough. If you ask me, I don't think it is morally just enough for him to sign, that bail bond, because his passport was seized because the court does not trust that he will fly out of the country. So he himself, he's not even trusted by the government as a person. So why would the government trust him in to sign for somebody else if he himself is not trusted by the government? I see double standards here. So he should not be allowed to sign that bail bond. Because personally, I love Sowore. I think he's a great man. To be fair enough to him, I think he has done enough for this country. I think he needs to even calm down and enjoy himself. You understand? But he's still fighting, which I respect. But I don't want him to build people who are going to join an army of, hates, people that will join this army of like disrespect. I love activism a lot. That's why I think I prefer Deji Adeyanju. I prefer Deji because Deji has a way of also talking, but not, this kind of method. It does not encourage some certain things. Sometimes when Deji wants to talk like this, he can really go all out. But he also is more coordinated. Sowore is more radical. It's more radical. Be someone like Fela. I don't have a problem with it anyway. But recruiting people to also do the same thing you're doing, it must be from their own will. I hope this Seaking's outburst is not somebody who is pushing him on the back to keep him that. Don't worry, continue. We are supporting you. I hope it's not like that, because that will not really mean well. And again, is Sowore behind Seaking? Is Sowore the hand behind Seaking Olumide Ogunsanwo? Well, for that question, there's no evidence to prove that. So I can't say yes, I can't say no. So there's no evidence to prove that he's the one behind Seaking. Last time I checked, Seaking is an adult. He's a matured man. He's also in the economy. He feels the pains. So he knows when things are going wrong and right. He has common sense to know that whatever he does is liable to it. So I can't say that Sowore is the one pushing him, telling him what to do. But I can say that Sowore has taken him in. That one is obvious to see that. Sowore has taken him into his wings and is defending and protecting him from any harm's way. Having said that, I commend the RCCG for standing true, standing tall for the things of God. I commend Pastor Adeboye for using his platform to really debunk that news and setting this boy free. I commend the Nigerian police for also acting, and also releasing this boy also. It's very important. You did your job by arresting him, and you also did your job by releasing him. And I want us to also join hands together to make sure that we create a better country for people, because people still have hope in this country. Let us all try together to put our hands together to create an environment where our children coming tomorrow will enjoy the rewards of our hard work. Having said that, like, subscribe, and share this channel to everywhere, every platform you have, all your friends. Subscribe this channel, subscribe. Drop your comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you think about Sowore, Seaking, Adeboye. And until I see you in the next video, is peace.